Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 4th. This week, you start off with the Four of Spades. So definitely don't create any arguments this week. Four of Spades is, all about not creating arguments in the home, especially if you have, like, children who, for example, aren't doing the dishes or something like that. It's definitely not a week to start fights with them or anything like that. Definitely a week to let those things go, as frustrating as that can seem, because the Four of Spades is all about avoiding arguments in the home and just at all costs and not creating something, because Four of Spades will just blow it up into something way bigger than it needs to be. So it's all about, like, avoiding all those things, especially if you're, like, in a relationship as well. This week is not a week to try to win in an argument, because you won't. You'll just lose with this card. So definitely just try to just allow things to go. Don't even engage in arguments or anything. Just kind of let the other side win, or whatever you have to do to avoid it at all costs with this card. But the rest of your week is beautiful, because you have the Ten of Hearts, which is an amazing card. This card is Fortune After Difficulty. Represents good things happening to you after a difficult period of time. Better energies coming in. Also represents having a lot of opportunities, and even opportunities in love. You could look at each one of those hearts as just a different person. So for those of you that are single, love is definitely on the table. Definitely try to get out there and meet more people. This card again is about opportunities. Opportunities, they don't get handed to us. We have to, like, kind of go and work for these things. So I guess that would be the downside of a 10, is that you do have to work for it, but the rewards on the other side are a lot better. But this is also a great business card as well. So any of you in business, and just looking at the other cards here, any of you in business are going to have a great week, even if you're just working, or even if you're not working, because you have the Ten of Clubs coming up next, which is all about learning, teaching, learning about your finances and things like that. But this is actually another great card that suggests a lot of people coming into your life. You could have a very social week this week with this card. The clubs represent a brain. So you could look at each one of those as a different person. And so a lot of you could be experiencing, like, parties and things like that this week, especially with that Ten of Hearts. The combination of these two would indicate a very social week, or at least an opportunity to have a very social, fun kind of week with friends, anything like that. So I would definitely encourage you to do those things as well. If you haven't been out with friends in a while, or haven't seen certain people in a while, it would probably be a good week to catch up with, some old friends and things like that. Ten of Clubs is also, like I said, great for business, great for learning new things in business. Any of you who are in business, have a job, or anything like that, it's like a great week with the Ten of Clubs to learn a new skill. That's what the Ten of Clubs is really about. It's about learning and teaching, but mostly learning, but kind of both sides. And it's like the people that take advantage of Ten of Clubs can really just, maybe it's like one of those things where you can learn, like, a new skill at your job or in your business that can, like, have a major impact on your earnings and things like that. It's also great for relationships. I mean, you could even learn some relationship skills or something this week, and it can have a major impact. Ten of Clubs is all about, like, learning something tiny that has, like, just this major, like I said, impact. I'll say that again for, like, the 10th time, right? But it's all about those things. It's a really good card. Next, you have the Four of Clubs, which really does represent that some of you will be learning from home, learning new things from home. Maybe some of you are going back to school as well with the Four of Clubs. And the Four of Clubs can also indicate, like, looking for a new place to move. Maybe some of you are doing some research on some new places to move, some new ideas, maybe looking into it, maybe even also planning travel. A lot of you could be planning travel, thinking about travel, all sorts of things under the Four of Clubs. But it's mostly, again, about learning and kind of planning. And we have the Ten of Clubs there as well, which can really have to do with learning and planning for the week as well. But you end on the Ace of Hearts, which is your second card that represents kind of like fortune after difficulty. You have the Ten of Hearts, you have this Ace of Hearts. And Ace of Hearts is a very refreshing energy. I always say when I meditate on this card, it kind of is like a heart melting with a fresh heart underneath. So it's a very refreshing energy, brings in new things to you and new opportunities to do new things. So very exciting new week. I would say, like, in all ways, there's no, like, real focus here. I think you have the opportunity to experience, like, a lot of new things in a lot of areas. So should be a pretty nice week. So thank you for watching, and enjoy it.